Sneako and Charlie both pulling out firearms in videos, multiple threats being made against each other, and most detrimental of all, we have these two making fun of each other's physique.
Look at this fucking anime character physique I'm rocking. Meanwhile, you're over here with that Abercrombie and Fitch from 1998.
Charlie and Sneako haven't always been the greatest buds, but for some reason, things have escalated to such a high level recently that it makes you wonder what started this whole situation. Believe it or not, there was a time where Sneako and Charlie were actually on good terms, but this would slowly start to dwindle after Sneako uploaded a video about how Cuties was his new favorite film. After seeing this video, Charlie knew that there was something up with Sneako. For those of you that don't know, Cuties is a coming of age movie that presents viewers with the life of a young impressionable girl who joins a dance group at her school. She gets all wrapped up with the troubles of being a young girl in today's society and later decides to regain her old values. It doesn't sound like such a terrible movie, but the dance group she's in is a twerking group. And when you consider the movie is centered around a bunch of 11-year-old girls twerking, all jokes aside, it just gets pretty weird. This whole fiasco took place back in 2020, so Sneako wasn't as prominent as he is today. That being said, Charlie wouldn't go out of his way to specifically confront Sneako, and that would pretty much wrap up any further developments in the beef between the two. Flash forward to the year 2022, and we have people like Andrew and Tristan Tate popping up. As you may know, Sneako would basically ditch his old content style and join Andrew and Tristan in their alpha male mentality type of content. This content switch wasn't out of nowhere though, because he had already been promoting this type of mentality for a while. Also, he had just been banned from YouTube, so he had to get a fresh start somewhere else. This may not seem entirely significant to the drama between Charlie and Sneako, but this is where Sneako would get himself involved with another group of alpha males. These mentioned alpha males were Walter Weeks and Myron Gaines.
What is the issue with black women?
With all due respect, I don't have to explain myself.
Myron and Walter hosted a podcast called Fresh and Fit, where they would preach red-pilled ideas and often got other people to come on the podcast. Some of their guests included people like Andrew Tate, Tristan Tate, and of course, Sneako. This is where new developments would arise in the ultra-mega beef between Charlie and Sneako. Charlie would call out Fresh and Fit and basically just make fun of their podcast. Sneako saw that Charlie wasn't the biggest fan of the podcast and really felt upset that someone didn't agree with his ideas. This is where Sneako would start to talk trash about Charlie and even call out his girlfriend.
I'm not gonna say names. Someone texted me. He's in a monogamous relationship. This is his girl. So there you go.
This leads up to the 22nd of November, where Charlie would upload a video titled, "I didn't want to talk about this." Charlie spends this video talking about how he initially gained a disliking towards Sneako back when the whole cutie situation unfolded. And he also brings up a very important moment from Sneako's life. Sneako talks about how he once sat in a room while he watched his girlfriend get by another guy. Sneako is clearly traumatized by this whole situation, but he tries to play it off and even says that everyone should try this to see if they are really in love. This shows how hypocritical Sneako is for calling out Charlie and his girlfriend, considering Sneako was fine with letting his girlfriend do something like this. Sneako kept making tweets to get noticed by Charlie, but he didn't want to give Sneako any extra attention. Even while Charlie was avoiding any more drama with Sneako, fans online were glad to bash Sneako for him and call him out for his delusional antics. Sneako is a big fan of bullying others online, but for some reason, he gets pretty upset when others do the same to him. As soon as people make fun of him online, he thinks he's being canceled when in reality, people are just making fun of him. Sneako and Charlie would continue these tweets, and Charlie would finally respond back with a video that contained an iconic clip.
You absolute buffoon. What you have there is not clips. These are mags. They're mags, not clips, you absolute fucking dummy. The same way that this is also a mag. They're all mags. Stop saying clips, you look fucking stupid here.
Charlie pulled out these guns because Sneako had previously done the same thing in a prior live stream. Sneako was dancing with a gun while telling Charlie to quote-unquote watch his clips. Some people say Charlie was just trying to explain basic gun anatomy to Sneako, while others say that this was his way of showing Sneako that he wasn't messing around. Regardless, this isn't that big of a deal because I highly doubt these two would ever get into a shootout or anything like that. One thing that is more likely to happen would be if these two got into a fight. Although Charlie has openly admitted that he doesn't want to fight because of the 6-inch height difference, the two would both attack each other's physique online. Although Charlie is only 5'6", he still has a pretty good physique and is glad to let Sneako know this. Charlie talks about how Sneako is a literal NPC who relies on his Discord server to get insults to say to Charlie. Charlie even mentions that Sneako constantly checks Reddit to see what people are saying about him. This shows how fragile Sneako's ego is and that he can't really even function without the approval of those around him. Sneako would go on Aiden's stream to state what his side of the story was, but he honestly doesn't really bring up any valid points. Even Aiden seems like he sides with Charlie at some points in the video, despite the friendship he has with Sneako.
I'm be honest, bro. He did really own you. You know he did. Come on.
Own me, bro. That's it. Okay, you just talk. Hold on. You talk about white people. That's some white people shit to be like, oh, clips, magazines, bro. Everybody says clip. Is that really an own to be like? Actually, it's called magazine. Come on, bro.
Even though this video is focused on the beef directly between Sneako and Charlie, this drama branches out to other creators as well. People like KSI have called him out for not staying true to his ideas and not backing up his words with actions. Most prevalent of all, Brandon Buckingham has been wanting to fight Sneako, but Sneako purposely avoids this because he knows he would lose the fight. Instead of fighting someone his own size, he would rather fight Charlie, who is only 5'6" compared to Sneako's height of 6'2". Although it makes sense that Sneako mainly wants to fight Charlie, it also shows that Sneako is scared of any real-life confrontation from anyone else who's against him. This is shown perfectly in this clip where he says he'd rather stay at home and talk online than fight someone in person.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, if I lose the fight.
Although Sneako is being sarcastic in this clip, it's clear that he's just trying to play the whole situation off and really is scared of Brandon Buckingham. Overall, Sneako has been shown to be a hypocritical coward who only really cares about the attention online and approval from others in his circle. That's it for today's video. I would greatly appreciate it if you could drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think about the whole situation down in the comments below, and have an absolutely amazing day.